Yeah, I mean, nobody knows what goes on behind the scenes, but the team actually didn't even get to train together yesterday due to weather. And so this was the first time that we've played together since our last game in August. That being said, I love how much freedom we played with today. I love how hard we worked. There's obviously some things I think we need to discuss and work on, but ultimately it was a really good performance from the group after being away from each other for a while, and I had a blast, and I think you could see the rest of the team having a blast as well.
All right, we'll go to questions. We'll start with Ryan.
Hi, Kling. Just wanted to get your thoughts on Crystal's comeback, being able to get on the field as quickly as she did and return to the team today.
Yeah, our Thorns baby mama is incredible. She's the ultimate team player. She's the ultimate hard worker. And, it's nice to see her have her moment, because I think a lot of times Crystal doesn't get her moment, but this was a Crystal moment. And I love being a part of it because, she steps on the field and creates a huge difference. She is dynamic. She is, always turning forward. She is crafty. And so and boy, does she work hard on defense. But it's a joy playing with her. And I'm just so happy to be a part of her comeback game, and, looking forward to her getting more minutes. And I think as we get that caliber of player back in our lineup, getting minutes, getting touches, she's going to be a force to be reckoned with, which is only going to make our team better. And that's going to be scary.
And what do you make of the team coming out and having a performance like this, despite really not being together as long as you said, and getting a solid win on the road like this?
Ryan, didn't I just answer that?
I don't know. Did you? I mean,
yeah, those were my opening comments.
Sure. Well, expanding on that, what stood out to you in this game from a defensive standpoint that you believe the team did well as far as pressuring Orlando?
Yeah, we talked about a few things because we haven't been on the field together, and knew that we wanted to come out a little bit differently than we had been. The effort's always there with this team. I think sometimes the tactics are, we understand them, we're going for them, but sometimes they're not we're not fully executing. So we talked about the tactics. We made sure that everybody was on the same page, and I think that we executed the tactics much better this time. We won the ball higher up the pitch. We won the ball in areas where we can counterattack. And whenever you do that, you wear a team down and make them run, which makes it even harder for them to then attack again. So I was really impressed with that type of pressure and that type of commitment to our tactics and what we were doing.
All right, we'll take a couple more questions. We'll go to Annie Peterson next.
Hey, hi, Megan. How are you? I wanted to ask, how do you think the team did coming together after a long international break? No, just
get out of here, Ann. I do appreciate that, though.
I'm just kidding. I wanted to talk about, and I mean, I know all the attention is on Crystal and coming back, but I wanted to talk about Hina. Because she got a goal tonight, and she has been like a real spark for this team. And I kind of wanted to get your thoughts on what Hina brings.
Oh, Hina's an absolute gem. I don't know why every team in this whole league hasn't been trying to sign her before. Like, where did we find her? She is one of the very best players in the league. I think that sometimes because of how simple she is and how quickly she can move the ball and get into spaces that truly hurt the opposition, that we don't necessarily give her the credit that is due. Some of our players are incredibly dynamic, and they can take on and they can score goals and they can do these things. And not to say that Hina isn't, but she does things that people don't notice. And that's what makes her an incredibly gifted player, and just makes everything easier for the players around her. I mean, I personally believe that that's the mark of one of the best players in the league. And not only can Hina, manipulate space, keep the ball, go forward, but she can also assist and score. I mean, she's pretty much the full package in terms of offense. And then on defense too, I don't know if you've noticed, but she works her butt off, gets in tackles, is not bullied around. I mean, she is a very complete player, and we're lucky to have her.
All right, we'll take one final question from Steph Young.
Thanks, Katie. Hi, Kling. What was it like bringing the team back together after the international break?
Everybody.
Sorry.
This is
Well-
a joke.
With Crystal back, I know she only literally had like 10 or 11 minutes tonight, but you just talked about how she works so hard defensively as well. I'm just wondering, from your point of view on the field, I know tonight she maybe stayed a little bit higher, but essentially, what do you see from her that enables you guys to absorb and disrupt when you're defending and then, play out again?
Typically, players in that position when they're higher, it's funny because they want to win the ball really bad, but oftentimes it's really difficult to win the ball in that position just due to the players underneath having, a lot of options. And so Crystal, what she does is make things predictable for everybody behind her. And whenever you make it predictable for a defender, a back line, a six, thank you very much, because then we can just, run up the back of the players that are checking. We can read if it's going in behind. We know that it's going wide, and then we can trap. There's a lot of different situations that happen only because it is made predictable by players in front of us, and Crystal's world class at that.